Guys, this case opens with testimony that immediately sets a serious tone. A child protective investigator takes the stand and starts from the very beginning, explaining how she got involved right after the report came in.
Yes, going over why we became involved and the concerns of the case.
Okay. And did you discuss Journey's condition with mom at that time?
Yes.
Okay. Did you discuss the fact that Journey was positive for multiple substances?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And those were, just to clarify, those were like prescription medications. Is that correct?
Yes, if I remember correctly, pain meds basically.
Okay. And did you discuss with Miss Oliver those results?
Of Journeys, yes, because at the time I didn't have hair strands and stuff on her, but I did go over everything Journey tested positive for in the hospital.
Did Miss Oliver provide to you an explanation as to why Journey was positive for those substances?
No, they both spoke of having like a history of taking medications, but that she had stopped all of that. The only thing that they really gave explanation to was marijuana, which wasn't that wasn't a huge concern considering her withdrawals from the pain meds.
Okay. Did Miss Oliver indicate whether she had a prescription for any pain meds?
No.
Okay. Did you ask her?
Yes.
And what did she tell you?
That at some point she used to, but she hadn't been taking those. That she found out she was pregnant about 3 months along and what hadn't been taking any of that.
Did Miss Oliver receive any prenatal care while pregnant with Journey?
I don't believe so.
Okay. And once you received the case, did you look into Miss Oliver's background?
I did.
Did Miss Oliver have other children?
She does, yes.
Okay. Does she have does she care for any of her other children?
No.
Okay. Does she have custody of any of her other children?
Custody wise, I'm not too sure, but I know paternal grandma was who was raising one of the kiddos.
Okay. And then did you have contact with the father, Mean Ong, as well?
Yes.
And at that point in time, were the parents residing together?
Yes.
Okay. And at what point in time did you seek removal of the child Journey on?
Whenever after more evaluation, her mom and that boyfriend was residing with them as well. There was extensive history with Tessa involving her mother. Their inability to come to the hospital, I believe they were up there once. There was no answers for the drugs at the time and their understanding of how sick Journey was. And then dad at the time had tested positive on his urine. There was just too many, concerns to just send a baby in that condition home with them, with the concerns of who lived in the household as well.
And throughout the time that you had the case from the time of removal until the time of the adversary hearing, did Journey remain in the NICU?
Yes, she did.
Okay. And was she still in the hospital when this case was passed on to St. Francis?
Yes.
Other than what you have testified to, did you have any other involvement in this case?
I stayed on until, obviously the adversary and everything, and then sent it to St. Francis. But after that, I've had no contact with them. Yeah.
Okay, I pass the witness.
Ms. Kincaid,
No questions, Your Honor.
Mr. Brown,
I don't have any questions.
Ms. Zavala.
No questions.
May this witness be excused? Nobody needs her anymore.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
No objection.
Thank you, Ms. Marquez. You can get out of here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Your next witness, Ms. Powell.
Thank you, Judge. Petitioner calls Tucker Ivy.
Mr. Ivy, if I can get you to raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give would be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you. You may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Ivy, please state your name.
Tucker Ivy.
Mr. Ivy, how are you currently employed?
I'm a permanency specialist through St. Francis.
Okay, and are you familiar with the case involving the child Journey Ong?
Yes, ma'am.
How are you familiar with the case?
I've been the caseworker since the case opened up.
Okay, and you were present for the testimony of the investigator, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and did you have conversations with the mother, Tessa Oliver, regarding the removal of the child?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you have conversations with Miss Oliver regarding the fact that the child was positive for the pain medication?
Yes, ma'am.
What did Miss Oliver tell you?
That she would get the pills from her mother and from buying them from random people. That it was her main, like, that she had a heart condition and that she needed the pain medication, but she couldn't get prescribed it.
Did she indicate to you how long she had been using pills?
She told me that her mother started giving her pills when she was 14.
Okay, so throughout the course of the case, did you drug screen Miss Oliver?
Yes, ma'am.
And throughout the course of the case, did it appear that drug use of prescription drugs continued to be a problem?
Yes, ma'am.
Objection, Your Honor, hearsay.
The testimony continues, more details start coming out, and the situation becomes even more concerning. The investigator explains that the baby tested positive for multiple substances, but there was no clear explanation backed by prescriptions.
Can you dig a little deeper on why you would know that?
I would judge in let me kind of pivot and then I'll come back to it.
Thank you.
Mr. Ivy, when you begin working a case, what steps do you take to work a case?
We give the parents a family plan of service and have them sign it to agree to work those services in order to make steps on improving themselves and getting their kids back.
Okay, and did you do that in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and have you had the opportunity to review the exhibits that I previously sent out?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I guess it was an exhibit that I sent out.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you recognize Exhibit 1?
Yes, ma'am.
Was it a fair and accurate copy of the document?
Yes, ma'am.
Had it been altered in any way?
No, ma'am.
And were you personally familiar with the contents?
Yes, ma'am.
I'd ask to enter Exhibit 1 into evidence at this time.
Has everyone seen it?
No objection.
Your Honor, I did send it to all parties.
No objection over, then exhibit 1's admitted.
Mr. Ivy, what is Exhibit 1?
The family plan of service for Tessa Oliver.
Okay, and did you have the opportunity to review this service plan with Miss Oliver?
Yes, ma'am.
And did Miss Oliver actually sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
And what does the signature indicate?
That she agrees to work the services on the family plan service.
Okay, and did you have a conversation with Miss Oliver regarding the services?
Yes, ma'am.
As part of the services, was Miss Oliver to submit to regular drug screening?
Yes, ma'am.
And for a certain period of time, did she do so?
Yes, ma'am.
And after you would get results back, did you have conversations with Miss Oliver regarding those results?
Yes, ma'am.
What would Miss Oliver tell you in regards to those results?
In the beginning, she admitted to drug use while she was still with men up until, I believe it was September. She would say that the only reason, like, she doesn't know why she's testing positive, that the only thing she takes is over-the-counter pain medication. And and then after that, after her and men split, she told me that she was still getting pills from her mom and from people that she lives around when she moved in with her dad.
Okay, so based upon Miss Oliver's own admission, did it appear to you that the use or abuse of prescription medicine was still a problem?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Now, in regards to the rest of the service plan, did Miss Oliver work any of her services?
Yes, ma'am. She did do her therapy. She participated in therapy. I mean, she did it through the rehab she participated in, and she did it through a individual therapist. But I believe she only did 3 sessions with the individual therapist, and then she had done 3 sessions at the rehab before she left early.
Okay, and so I was gonna ask you, did Miss Oliver attempt to complete a rehab program?
She did.
And did she complete that program?
She did not.
Did you ever have a discussion with Miss Oliver regarding why she didn't complete the program?
She stated she didn't complete it because she wasn't getting along with the people there.
Hey, did you encourage her to get into some other type of rehab program?
Yes, ma'am.
And did she do so?
No, ma'am.
At this point, has Miss Oliver maintained consistent contact with you?
No, ma'am.
When was the last time you had contact with Miss Oliver?
In November, and the only reason I was able to see her was because I saw her walking into her or pulling into the parking lot of the apartment complex where she lives.
Okay, did you have a conversation with her then about the necessity to maintain contact with you?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you have a conversation with her about the necessity to continue engaging in services?
Yes, ma'am.
Did she express an understanding to you?
Yes, ma'am. She said she was gonna she would redo everything and go to the rehab. But after that, she wouldn't answer my calls or texts and had no more contact with me.
Okay. Have you continued trying to contact her?
Yes, ma'am.
How often do you attempt to contact Miss Oliver?
3 times a month.
And have you had any success?
No, ma'am. Not since November.
Okay. Now let's move on to Mr. Ong. You were familiar with Mr. Ong's history at the removal, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you discuss with Mr. Ong why the child had initially been removed from him?
Yes, ma'am.
Did he express an understanding to you in regards to that removal?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, how would you describe Mr. Ong's participation in this case as opposed to Miss Oliver's?
He's been highly motivated. We had a parent support worker that during the first 3 months of the case would visit with them once a week in order to help progress on the family plan. And even she stated that he was highly motivated and it seemed like he was kind of forcing her along. So Mr. Ong's been very motivated since the beginning of the case to get Journey back. He was knocking out his services. He was honest with me about his drug use. He did everything in a very positive way.
Now, Mr. Ong, he did drug screen for you, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And
The case shifts to the permanency specialist, and this is where things get more direct. He confirms he's been involved from early on and begins explaining what happened after the child was removed. When asked about the mother, his testimony becomes a key turning point.
have all of his drug screens been negative since like November?
Yes, ma'am. He did just provide a clean hair follicle.
Okay. And he's completed all of his services, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And has he, to your knowledge, broken off his relationship with Miss Oliver?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And is Journey currently placed in the home with her father, Ming Ong?
Yes, ma'am.
How long has Journey been in the home?
Since I want to say November 24th.
Okay. Do you get to see Journey in the home?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you get to see Journey interact with her father?
Yes, ma'am.
And how would you describe those interactions?
Loving and happy. Journey, when she was with foster placement, I don't know what Min's doing different, but she used to break out on her face a lot, and now she doesn't nearly as much. She does have eczema, but Min knows how to take care of her. She's always happy when she's around him. She's hitting her milestones. Everything's going good.
Okay. Do you have any concerns whatsoever with the way Mr. Ong cares for Journey?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Are you asking the court today to name Mr. Ong the permanent managing conservator of Journey Ong?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you asking the court today to terminate the parental rights of Tessa Oliver as to the child?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you believe the termination would be in the best interest of this child?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and there has been a discussion that it would cut off Mr. Ong's ability to receive child support. Do you recall that?
Yes, ma'am.
And did Mr. Ong express to you an understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
And was Mr. Ong, at the time that you discussed that, was he agreeable to terminating the parental rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you believe that your requests, again, are in the best interest of this child?
Yes, ma'am.
I pass the witness.
Hold on, Ms. Kincaid?
Thank you, Your Honor. Did Miss Oliver attend visitations with Journey?
In the beginning, yes, but around after her and Mr. Ong split up, she stopped.
Okay,
Has the physical location of the St. Francis office changed at all during the course of this case?
No, ma'am.
So if Miss Oliver wanted to get a hold of you, all of that is still the same and she could find you.
Yes,
I pass the witness.
Ms. Powell, any further questions of this young man?
No further questions, Your Honor.
Okay, do you have any other witnesses?
I have no other witnesses. I would rest.
Okay, Ms. Kincaid, any witnesses?
no, Your Honor. I have attempted contact with Miss Oliver, so unfortunately, I do not have any witnesses today. I'd rest.
Thank you. Mr. Brown, any witnesses?
Mr. Ong, briefly.
Thank you, Mr. Ong. If I can get you to raise your right hand and unmute, please. There you go, other hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give would be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I solemnly swear that.
Thank you. Mr. Brown.
And Mr. Ong, it's your desire to have full custody of Journey, even though that means that the mom is no longer required to pay child support. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And do you have, is Journey your only child?
No, I have two in Dallas that I pay child support
Okay.
with
Do you
them.
share do you share custody with those kids?
Oops.
Hello.
You're back
Yes.
on.
It cut
Yeah.
off. Do you share
Yeah.
custody with those kids in Dallas, or do you just pay child support?
It's supposed to be 50-50, but she decided to move, and I'm just waiting for this case to close so I could go to court for that.
Okay. And do you have family that can help you out with these kids, or are you able to handle it all on your own?
I'm sorry, my service is so bad over here.
Do you have any concerns about being able to support all the children yourself?
No, I've been doing pretty good, and daycare's been helping out a lot.
Um, and what do you do for work?
I'm a barber.
Do you have your own shop, or do you rent a chair, or what is your situation?
According to the specialist, he stayed consistent, followed through on services, and worked to fix the issues that brought him into the case. He was honest about his past and took steps to improve. Over time, his drug tests came back clean, and he completed everything required.
Barber.
Right. But do you own your own shop, or do you rent a chair?
I rent a chair, a studio.
Okay. And you're able to, you don't have any concerns running that business and taking care of Journey and potentially the other kids as well?
No, everything.
Okay. I'll pass the witness.
Ms. Kincaid, any questions?
Mr. Ong, do you think that Journey would benefit from receiving child support should Miss Oliver have employment? Am I frozen?
No, he is.
Oh, what was the question?
Sometimes it helps if he turns his video off.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. That just turned, there you go. Now go ahead again, Ms. Kincaid, ask the question.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Ong, do you think Journey would benefit from receiving child support should Miss Oliver obtain employment?
Um, I'm sorry. Can you repeat that one more time?
Do you think Journey would benefit from child support should Miss Oliver
No.
obtain employment?
No, because I think it's better if I do this by myself and
Okay, thank you. I'll pass the witness.
Ms. Powell, any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Zavala?
I have no questions, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Any other witnesses, Mr. Brown?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ms. Zavala, any witnesses?
I have no witnesses, Your Honor. I rest.
Thank you. Ms. Powell, what grounds are you requesting that the court consider for termination?
Sorry, Judge, let me pull my code. That we would ask for, certainly the E ground that the mother did engage in conduct that endangered the child by the child being born positive. We would also ask for, constructive abandonment at this point in time as well.
Okay. All right. And Mr. Ong understands that his daycare that's been provided will stop when this case is over, does he not? Mr. Ivy, have you explained that to him?
Paying for daycare himself.
Oh, okay. I thought it sounded to me like he was having it provided. Okay. Okay, so any arguments? Ms. Powell?
No, Your Honor, waive argument.
Ms. Kincaid?
No argument, Your Honor.
Mr. Brown?
No argument. Waive argument.
And Ms. Zavala?
Your Honor, I would just state that I do believe that making Mr. Ong permanent managing conservator of his child is in her best interest. I was able to visit in his home. They got along very well. He was able to calm her down when she was upset. And I've got no concerns about her remaining in his care. As to the child support issue, although I would normally ask for child support, as long as Mr. Ong has thoughtfully made that decision, and I believe he has, because he's had we started talking about this some time back. I am fine with termination of rights and no child support at this point.
Your Honor,
Okay.
I believe we've lost Mr. Ong.
Well, he gave us the important part, what he wanted. So, Rachel, have you seen him try to come back in?
Not yet, Judge, but I'll watch for him.
Okay. All right, so it'll be the ruling of this court that the parental rights of Tessa Oliver shall be terminated under the following grounds. That would be 161.001B1E and N. Also, I do find that under 161.001B2, that it's in the best interest of the child that the mother's rights be terminated. With that, then Mr. Ong will be named the permanent managing conservator of the child. The department will be dismissed. All attorneys who have been appointed in this matter beyond appellate time will be dismissed. And I believe that should cover it. Correct me if I'm wrong, Ms. Powell.
I believe that's it, Judge. Thank you.
Okay. Anybody else have anything today?
No, Your Honor.
Okay.
No, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Ong, did you hear my ruling? You can just nod your head.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, you understand that the department is no longer in your case and that her rights have been terminated. So you're on your own, bud, okay?
Okay.
Very proud of you.
Thank you.
You've really stepped up and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. We'll go off the record. Thank you to
Okay.
the court reporter. I hope you get to feel.
This is where everything comes together. With no strong opposition and no appearance from the mother, the court moves toward a final decision. The judge reviews the facts and focuses on what matters most, the child's best interest. Based on everything presented, the court determines that the mother's actions place the child at risk. The decision is made to terminate her parental rights. At the same time, the father is granted full custody, officially closing the case. But what makes this moment powerful is the contrast between where things started and where they ended. A newborn in critical condition is now in a stable environment, with a parent who stepped up when it mattered most, and in the end, the judge acknowledges that effort, making it clear this outcome was earned through action, not just words.